All right, meanwhile, Michigan, the birthplace of unions, might be a right-to-work state as early as tomorrow when the governor is expected to sign the newly passed legislation. But that is not stopping President Obama from weighing in, slamming the bill as Republican efforts to give workers the right to work for, well, less money, he says. With more on this, Ford O'Connell, chairman for the Civic Forum PAC. Ford, thanks for being here. You know, this goes back to the Taft-Hartley Act in 1947. I mean, states have a right to do this, right? And it seems really odd to me that the president is getting involved at the state level like this.
Well, Michigan was certainly ground zero today for the latest installment of Obama campaign theater. Look, you're absolutely right. Jobs are at a premium right now. And one thing that I think should be noted out there if Michigan does become the 24th, right-to-work state is that over the last decade, right-to-work states have seen a net increase of 3.6 million jobs, while union states, on the other hand, have seen a net decrease of 1 million jobs. This is a good thing, and frankly, the voters of Michigan voted for this when they knocked down a proposition on the ballot in 2012 that essentially tried to enshrine union rights into the state constitution. Michigan's had enough. It knows that the best way forward for growth is through, right-to-work policies, and that's what they want to do.
Yeah, because really, as a business, why would I come to a state that is union? Why would I want to do this on my balance sheet, or my income statement, I should say?
Well, that's absolutely right. It doesn't allow for you to run efficiently. We saw this with GM, and, recently we saw one thing that should really shock some people is that in 2010, there were 13 sort of Chrysler workers who were fired for using alcohol and marijuana while on the job while making cars. Well, guess what? 2 years later, all 13 of them got their jobs back basically because of union-backed arbitration. And, Chrysler had to say uncle and let them go back to work. Union rules do not make it very efficient. And basically what the unions, what everybody's looking to do is basically to ban the automatic deductions from payrolls that goes to union fees to those who don't join union workers. Really what Michigan's trying to do right here is be very pro-worker.
And look, and I mean, let's face it, right? Well, I don't want to be forced at work. I don't want to feel that as a worker. So for the workers, it's good for me, too. It seems, though, almost odd that the entire South is still union, where you get your Northeast states all right to work. Why do you think there's such a division there?
Yeah, I really can't tell you, but I think it goes more to the mentality that, the workers should be free to make their own decisions. Yeah. And frankly, since Michigan is, the birthplace of unions, this is a big knockdown if Republicans can push this bill through. And obviously the unions and the UAW are crying uncle, but honestly, their time has come.
That's the problem, though, right? Union membership is falling precipitously. And now you have political donations basically being the only reason that the president is in this state backing this, right? Because otherwise, there's not that many union workers left out there.
Well, that's absolutely right. Basically, the union dues has sort of been the crack for the politician to keep this sort of scheme going. And it basically, if you can take those who aren't in the unions and not allow their dues to be deducted, guess what? It's going to crumble because you're cutting the head off the snake.
Yeah, there you go. Ford O'Connell, love the last words. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tracy.